Hey friends, happy 4th of July. I'm Mike Toomey coming to you from Moxie Gardens. I'm in Kansas Zone 6A, and as you can see here, I've got a lot of plants I'm going to be planting up. I'm going to do a side garden on the west side of my home. Now, this is an area that I haven't focused on and really didn't think I would do anything, but last October I got really bored going into November, and so I got out here and I started messing around. Now, these Leland cypress that are here, I planted those up when we first got here because if you remember, or those of you who are new to our channel, the home, and I'll give you an aerial view sometime, but the home sits at the front of the only one facing the north, the south, and all the homes that are beside us, this is their backyard. So this part right here, that's the backyard to this house, and then same thing on that side. So their fence right here, that's their backyard. So it's a little bit weird. When we bought the house, we thought we would just flip it, move on. We kind of like the layout. This is a 1/4 acre lot, and I've been able to do so much. My wife and just lets me kind of just do what I want out here. So that being said, I put these Leland cypress here to kind of give us some privacy. And I wish I'd have known prior to planting this. I'm new to this, so I don't have a degree or anything in landscaping, and I wish I've done my research or whatnot, because I've learned over the years that when you're building a hedge or a privacy, you should use different trees and shrubs and that type of stuff, so that if a disease comes through and wipes everything out, you're left with a blank spot and starting over. So it is what it is, but I've got like 6 or 7 right here, and it's basically just to block us in and give us a little bit of privacy when we're out front. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get in here and I'm going to retransform this area here. I'm super excited. I went down to the lake, my son and I, last November, October, November, we were walking around along the shore, and I found some driftwood, and it inspired me for this spot. I can't wait to show you the driftwood, and I can't wait to show you this project. So here I've got some heuchera, I've got some ferns, I've got some grasses, some hostas, some coneflowers, and I think once we get some planting done, I think the area that I'm going to show you is going to just pop off the screen. I'm super excited because this will be another area in my garden. I'm a plant collector, so adding more things into the yard and different gardens kind of breaks up with the monotony of going to the same spot all the time. So I am stoked about this, but I have to do it quickly because it's about 8:30 and I can hear firecrackers already. So if you're ready to see the transformation, come along and let's get started. Let's do it. Okay, so like I talked about before, once I got the plants moved out of here, got the rocks in here, now I've got the small rocks. We're just going to fill in these little cracks and make it look like it. So if you're asking about the cardboard can be used in other areas to cut down on weeds and whatnot, but eventually it breaks down. If you're building a new garden, I like to lay it down. The worms love it. It creates all kinds of environment for worms and whatnot. So the purpose for this is it has been raining and I didn't want to get muddy anymore. My feet are slipping and sliding. So that's what the reason is for the cardboard. I'm going to dump these bags in here. I've created a situation where these rocks are going to look like they're buried, because again, the water's going to flow through here, and it already serves its purpose. The water does come through here pretty well. So I'm just going to bury this in here. There'll be some weeding over the years, but really this will all work out just like the dry creek did in the backyard. So I'm going to dump these in here and we'll get started. Okay guys, that's the end product. Pretty simple project. That was $200. The boulders are what cost the most at like $130. The plants were probably under $30, and then between the mulch and the bagged gravel, that was pretty much it. But see the inspiration behind all this? Sure, I had the idea that I wanted to do something, but until I seen that driftwood, I really didn't know what I was going to do, and then that just told me, hey, there's a little arch there, let's just create a little creek. And sure, this is all new, but eventually, in the coming years, this area will grow up and look real charming. But I absolutely love it. And I'm filming in the middle of the sun. The sun has now made its way over here, but a lot of fireworks going off, and trying to console the dogs. Isn't that fun? So right here, I've got this twist and shout hydrangea here. Aren't they just glorious? I just love it. Got a limelight hydrangea right here. Still gonna early. It'll pop off here soon. But it's about 3 foot tall, 2.5 foot tall from last year. This next one is a snow queen oak leaf. Look how fun that is. And then, isn't that awesome? I love the leaves. Right here was one of those real cheap finds. That's a daylily. Right here is a Nantucket blue. Isn't that fun? Look at the colors on that. I especially like how, let's see if I can get in here, the purple and blue. Isn't that cool? And then, because I stuck all those boulders back there, I transitioned it softly with little spots of hydrangeas, or excuse me, stones through here, boulders, to kind of lead up to that area. Parked some lamium down here. I think come next spring it will fill in nicely, and it'll butt up against this rock, and the blues and grays in it, coupled with that lamium color. It's just going to look so nice. I've got another one under here so they can kind of spill around that. And here's a bloom-struck hydrangea. Isn't that fun? Again, just having this all along the pathway coming back here just gives so much interest. There's a blue angel hosta, fitting because the KC Air Show is in town, and they're putting in a little show, the Blue Angels and another group. Maybe I'll put some towards the end of the video so you can see how cool the formations they can create out there. There's some ferns. Now, I purchased these at Walmart, and they did not have they're on clearance, but they didn't have the tags with them. That's why they were so cheap, and they didn't have any other ones referred to the name. So I've got those picked up, and maybe you can help me with the name of them. As of right now, I cannot share that with you because I don't know. I don't know how tall they get. I don't know anything other than they're perennials. So I think they really pop off the screen right here. They brighten up that spot. There's another one of those Blue Angel hostas. Isn't that cool? Got some coral bells, heuchera. That's carnival. I just really like them. I think it adds a different color, so brightens up the dark space underneath this Bobo hydrangea. This whole spot is just, looks like it's been here for a while. Look at this. Just so much color. Another boulder I set off to the side to kind of transition into that drainage area. Some more lamium. I think over the year, like I said, next year, next spring, they'll just spill out a little bit and soften that rock. This rock, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's blue. It's got a blue-gray tint to it. I think it'll be fun, especially with this hosta brightening up this space. And then you've got some more carnival heuchera. I kind of spilled it on both sides of this little bench here that I put. I'm notorious for putting benches because I like to do two things: give the illusion that there's spots to rest, or you can actually rest there. It'd be a little bit difficult because there is no foot space, but it softens it all up and I really like it. Back here I've got some stained glass hostas. Look how bright that is. I really probably don't even need to zoom in, to be honest with you, in the shade. Some fireworks fountain grass, fitting right. Yeah. And then on this trellis that I've mimicked from the other side, that was a gift from my mother-in-law's mother, who's since passed. They gave it to us to do what we wanted with it, and I've got one on the other side of the house with the clematis that climbs it, and I'll do the same thing over here. Kind of transition the two spaces together. I've got another one of the hostas back there. That's the blue angel. And I've got some salvia here. Again, that was a cheap little discount because they do look a little raggedy. They've already bloomed. But next year they're just going to be fine because the root system's fine. There's enough leaf structure there to capture the sun, and it'll just do fine. Got some cone flowers all through here. These cone flowers were another discount, a couple dollars I think, maybe $1.50, $1.75, somewhere along the lines there. Because they are thin, they do look a little raggedy. But again, next year they'll be real full through here. They'll just really fill in this space. And then back here I've got some Procosmia. I planted those as bulbs this season. Like I said, this is all new right here. These are gladiolas. This is Pretty in Pink, I think is the name of it. We'll do another tour later on, a little garden tour, as they continue to open up, and we'll see what they have to offer in another video. Got some Shasta Daisies down here. Again, another one of those cheap little finds. I'm going to pan you around because I duplicated it on both sides. You can see there. Hopefully the sun isn't messing with the video too much, but there's 4 or 5 planted there, and they'll kind of spill over these stones. And I've got a lily that will help soften this edge right here. I don't know the color of any of the lilies because they were already bloomed and just real cheap, and so I grabbed it. This is a golden smoke bush. Golden, yeah, smoke bush. I'll have to hopefully find the correct name and give it to you. Here's some Liatris. Gay feather, those will be opening up soon. And that's just all wild flowers, or wild grass and whatnot back there, because once I transitioned underneath this stone, or this driftwood, I want it to look more natural. Got some coneflowers there. I always call this tiger grass, but the actual name is little zebra grass. And here is a black-eyed Susan. And there's still some work to be done back here. I'll probably put gravel or whatever to cover up that grass and weeds. But from the streetway you won't be able to see that fan, or the air conditioner, pardon me. Got some more gladiolas. Now, they don't look so well because when we put our sprinkler system in, the pipe had to go through there, so they dug them up and just replanted them. There's another lily, some salvia. They'll do just great. Next year I'll be excited to show you some crocosmia. Here is a Viburnum. This is blue muffin, I believe. You can tree form it or whatever next year, but you can already see the role it's playing. It's covering up that air conditioning unit, and that's what I want. So yeah, this space took about an hour and a half to 2 hours with pulling all the boulders back here, the mulch, and just, I don't know, it's pleasing to my eye. I'm super excited, and for under $200 you can't beat that. All of this is just, I don't know, it just makes me happy.